Folks, I have some really sad news today. We lost our friend and colleague Mohit Mahale. Mohit is gone. No. He's alive. Sadly, he's leaving the show, but he's very much alive. In fact, he's looking bigger than normal from last week. So he's good. He's just leaving the show and going to better things, which is anything else. It's called The Week That Wasn't. Folks, some good news actually in this show. Finally, latest census shows that our tiger population, the animal tiger, has crossed 3,000. Jackie Shroff, for his part, said he, in his small way, also made that population grow by 1. So the good news is that the tiger population is up to 3,000. The bad news, human population is up to 1.2 billion. But don't get rid of them for now. Oh, wow, just been corrected. The tiger population is just below 3,000. 2,960 actually. Some idiot counted 40 lions. I tell you, in India, people have no idea or understanding about wildlife. UP has announced urban body elections on May 4th, which means the result will be on May 3rd, one day before. It's UP, no? Oh, sorry. I was just trying to be funny. It's on May 13th. It's on May 13th. I have the document signed by Yogi ji. It's right here. Joe Biden met Rishi Sunak in Northern Ireland this week. Rishi prepared for the meeting by studying both the US foreign policy as well as their nuclear arms policy. Biden prepared by practicing saying Rishi Sunak's name.
Rishi Sunak is now the Prime Minister.
It's not easy being a world leader. Stalin, go back to Tamil Nadu now. Stalin has opposed CRPF exams being held only in Hindi and English. He wants a Tamil option as well. But unfortunately, the letter written to the PMO was in Tamil, but using English script. So they are still trying to figure it out. A G20 panel is to meet up on banking reforms and funding ramp-ups, or as the public calls it, nobody cares. G20! The only good piece of news is that meeting is to be held in Washington. So as of now, it won't affect the traffic in Mumbai, Delhi and Bangalore. G20. We heard that word again, government. We heard that word again. We will revolutionize the country. Not a passive revolution. By putting our hands up and saying stop. Ghulam Nabi Azad says Raga has ties with undesirable businessmen. Ghulam bhai, in politics, that's not a negative. In India, that's a compulsory. That's mandatory. You have to. You must. How can you not have? Lots more coming up. But first, the headlines. Another drama on board Air India. AAP gets national status. Also, sadly, the end of a legend. Mohit Mahale leaves us. And before we go into that top story, like I said at the top of the show, very sad day for all of us who work on The Week That Wasn't with the end of the great Mohit Mahale. Also, I want to add that Mohit Mahale is not leaving because of all the charges against him, apparently about embezzling funds and, being in the ladies' toilet all the time. That's all not proven. That's not the reason. He's leaving only for positive reasons. We'll tell you more about this in subsequent weeks. In the meantime, here's the top story. The Election Commission on Monday granted national party status to Arvind Kejriwal's Aadmi party. That's right, after 7 p.m. they party. And they de-recognized the CPI as well as Sharad Pawar's NCP and Mamata Banerjee's TMC as national parties. So, joining us now is alleged representative of Arvind Kejriwal. No, not the one who's in jail, not Manish Bhai. This is someone called Anand Kejriwal. He has been here before and you will hear him in 3, 2, 1. That's him. Yeah, that's him. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Anand Kejriwal. Congrats on achieving your national party status.
देखिए जी, जनता सब जानती है जी, सब जानती है.
Right. If you say so, there's no need to, be.
लेकिन लोगों के मन में कोई confusion नहीं होना चाहिए जी.
I'm sorry. What?
आपकी पार्टी, हमारी पार्टी, यानी आम आदमी पार्टी is now a national party जी.
National party. True.
Please don't confuse us with BJP, which is a nationalist party जी.
Nationalist party. Got it.
देखिए जनता सब जानती है जी. ये जो शब्द है nationalist, it is in 2 parts. National plus list. 2 words है जी, 2 words. If you are against them, they park your name on a list. National list.
National list. Very nice. But why was the TMC denationalized? I want to know that.
It is because they are too noisy. India has already got its share of noise pollution जी. आप देख ही रहे मेरी हालत. ये उसी का नतीजा है जी.
Right. This show arguably is not part of that. But you have a cough again.
Pollution from Kolkata जी, Kolkata से भी आ रहा है.
Ah, okay, then let's move on to the next one. Removing national status from a big party, very bad. But the NCP?
NCP is too quiet जी. यहाँ जनता कुछ नहीं जानती जी. Never hear from the party. समझ में नहीं आ रहा है जी उनके दिमाग में क्या चल रहा है.
Actually, there's something there.
Now, आप एक चीज समझिए जी. Quiet is good in politics, but too quiet is bad. ये Insta age है जी. This is the age of Insta.
Excuse me, did you say Insta?
Yes, they have to push more to be seen more जी. आप मेरे इंस्टा पे जाइए जी, मेरे को फॉलो कीजिए और कमेंट कीजिए वहाँ जी. मेरे फॉलोवर बढ़ाइए आप.
Just give me a second. Yeah, there, that's done. So what about denationalizing the CPI?
देखिए जनता सब जानती है जी. Will you allow me to be frank here?
Yes, yes, yes.
There are even less communists than Parsis now in India जी. इंडिया में उनकी हालत इतनी खराब है.
Really? And?
The difference is there is hope for the Parsis at least. कम्युनिस्टों के लिए कोई होप नहीं है जी.
Well, of course, unless you're a Parsi communist, there are one or two, so that means those people have no chance. Okay, so all in all, you feel that AAP deserves this national party tag?
Yes, of course. Look at our performance in Gujarat, Punjab, Goa, Delhi देखिए जी आप.
Yes, I'm told a minimum of 4 states is required. AAP has indeed made inroads in other states beyond Delhi. Well played.
But there is one more thing है जी. एक और चीज है.
For becoming a national party?
Yes. Harassment.
Did you say harassment? You have to harass people?
No, no जी. You have to be harassed. Constant harassment from the center is proof that you are now a national party. तभी पता चलता है जी, नहीं तो पता ही नहीं चलता.
Wow, I see. Finally, do you think as a national party, you actually can take on the mighty BJP?
We will not just take on, we will defeat them. हराएंगे जी उनको. जनता साथ रही तो हराएंगे.
Wow, that's strong words. And you base this on?
The answer is in English alphabet.
The alphabet?
A for AAP. It comes before B for BJP. समझ रहे जी आप?
Or C for Congress? CPI?
और D for DMK.
T for TMC? Z for zebra crossing?
ये क्या बातें कर रहे हैं जी? ये कोई पार्टी नहीं है zebra crossing. कुछ भी बोल रहे हैं आप. हद करते हैं आप. मेरा टाइम वेस्ट मत कीजिए जी. चलिए खत्म कीजिए इंटरव्यू.
All right, thank you. Thank you. We'll move on to another lovely story, not so lovely, medium lovely. A passenger on board an Air India London-bound flight allegedly hit a member of the cabin crew while in midair. The flight returned to Delhi airport and the passenger was handed over to the Delhi police, and Air India lodged a complaint against the passenger's seriously unruly behavior. The flight then proceeded to London to find out exactly what happened. Joining us now is the alleged spokesperson for Air India. After 48 years in service, she's older than the aircrafts. Mrs. Fatima Soris.
What you man, Cyrus, man? How many times I've told you, man? Again, all this formality, man. Just call me what you normally call me, na bugger. Short for Fatima Suarez.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot. It's been some time. I forgot. Fatso, of course.
Now, that's better, no. Okay, tell me, what do you want to ask me?
No, about this passenger hitting someone on board the London flight, I mean, what happened exactly?
Thank God, no, thank God.
Did you say, thank God, no?
Arey, what, yeah? It's better someone has a little fisticuff rather than urinating on another passenger, no?
Well, that depends, but go on.
It could have been a hit and miss or a hit and piss.
But that could be a nice name for an airline also. But that still doesn't mean you can behave like that on a flight, right?
I agree, man. But who's saying I condone this?
You condone it?
Yeah, I don't condone this kind of behavior, huh?
Not condone. Condone is condone.
That's only what I said, man.
So what happened with the passenger? I just want to know exactly the sequence.
I don't know, man. But, in my time, this would never happen only, huh?
You mean in the old days when passengers never behaved unruly?
Hey, who you calling old, man? Who you calling old,
I mean, in your days,
in my days, if a passenger acted smart, if he tried anything like that, I'd give him one whack on the bloody behind and carry on to London, man. That's exactly what happened once to Rosie Barretto.
Oh, who's Rosie Barretto?
Rosie Barretto, man. She used to be a stewardess with me, during my time. She used to live in Chimbai village in Bandra, man. Regular churchgoer every Sunday and always carried a big Bible in a bag.
So what happened with Rosie Barretto?
I'll tell you. Look, one burger lad only now from Delhi-London flight acted fresh with Rosie Barretto.
What are you saying, really? Was she pretty?
A very pretty man. I mean, not as pretty as me, but quite pretty actually. Yeah.
It's all relative then, I guess. So what happened?
So I was telling you now, when that one bugger from Delhi acted fresh with her, Rosie Barretto warned him again and again and again. Warned him.
Okay, and?
She warned him. She told him, "You act like that, and God will punish you."
What's that? That's hardly a warning. What's that?
Yes, no, but she meant it, man. And that fellow did not listen to her and acted fresh with her again and again.
Okay, and?
And God punished him.
How? How did God punish him?
Rosie Barretto took the big Bible out of her bag and hit him on his head. Donk! God punished him or no?
Yeah, through transverse property you can prove that, but Rosie Barretto herself had a bigger hand in it than God, per se.
See, the problem with all these passengers now are that they come from Delhi, man. They are little more rowdy, you know.
So what are you saying is Delhi men are a little bit more rowdy?
But you know, at the same time, they are very God-fearing men also.
So why these so-called rowdy Delhi men, in your words, also God-fearing at the same time?
Because if you ask them anything, they are always praying.
But they're always praying?
You see, like good old Catholics now, I think they are also always saying in the name of the Father. But I think they say it in Hindi.
But I'm going to ask this just the one time. What is name of the Father in Hindi?
तू जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है? तू जानता है मेरा बाप कौन है? In the name of the Father, like that. They say that all the time, man. Yeah, very, very religious people.
Right, and when you find out whose mine is, please tell me. I'm trying to know. In the meantime, we have to go into a break. But when we come back, ladies and gentlemen, a great momentous occasion for all of us because we say goodbye to one of India's greatest sons, ranked as India's 80,397th greatest son in the Mahim area. So when we come back, Mohit Mahale exclusive. Welcome back. Sadly, I can't see that to Mohit Mahale. But anyway, Union Minister says that the UPSC appointed officers are dacoits. He used the word. These are the words of Union Minister Bisheshwar Tudu. His exact words were, what to do? Anyway, it's also for me a clear case of supporting equal opportunity. Now, because dacoits also should get a chance. Everyone in this culture, Samaj is for everyone. Society is open for all. India's Russian oil imports now double of Iraq. That's right. We have 1 ton, they have half a ton. We have got tons and tons of oil from Russia and we return the favor with Raj Kapoor movies from our side. Then we paid before. We paid from when? Delhi last week saw 699 fresh COVID cases, which some blamed on foreign return travellers. As of now, the biggest suspect for fresh spread of COVID is Manish Sisodia. Right, that is the guy who may replace Mohit Mahale on the show the moment he gets out of the clutches of the law. But in the meantime, it's time for that moment where we say goodbye to our greatest soldier, also heavier soldier, Mohit Mahale.
साइरस को बुलाओ यार। साइरस, सोनिया जी का आदमी है बाहर। कोई शर्मा नहीं। बॉस, आओ चलो निकल लो। I'm a heterosexual. What nonsense, huh? We are very angry. I look like SRK.
Salam.
हाँ, नमस्कार, नमस्कार।
What have you done to him? Nonsense!
Position is not clear. This is the haircut she gave me. कितना बैग है? Open the bag. Everyone touched me.
This is Dawood.
You are clever, but I am cleverer.
ये सरासर गलत है.
Oh, fire! Fire! Help me! I am the one who made him. Hanji, that is the accurate.
Read this one first.
Common man's life is never going to change. I am not having fun. Battle down. Ayo, it was no entry. I'll go this way.
Wow, yes, Wankhede Stadium rising as one of the most favourite sons of Maharashtra and India, perhaps Asia as well. Mohit Mahale comes out to bat for the last time. Mohit, how sad this is for all of us. We're making fun, but there are viewers who have been writing in already and saying, oh, no, why couldn't it have been Cyrus? This is just...
Well, that's a dream that even I waited for, but I had to ultimately...
Straight on the chin, beta. I raised you like a child. You're my first son.
That's true, actually. Like when I started working on the show, I still remember, we spoke about the entries, the initial entries on the old set. When I used to come in.
So, sorry to interrupt, but it was basically you only mentioned, or we mentioned as a team, we used to work as a team then, that you'll do entries.
Yeah.
And because we like, in the Parsi stage format, we have all these entries coming and going, and remember, we just interrupt the show for no reason. And that was, from there, you became a full-fledged actor.
Yeah. Excuse me.
What? Are you again?
They threw me out of the Lakme Fashion Week.
I don't want to talk about fashion.
Boss, चलो निकाल लो इसको.
बंद है. Yes.
स्टूडियो के बाहर आके खड़ा है वो. To be true, I was a camera shy guy till that time.
Yeah.
And I still remember, you know, the initial days when I used to walk in and rush out.
Also, I didn't know your name because ultimately Kunal used to call you by different names, na?
Yeah.
Like Kutrecha, so I wasn't getting the name properly. These names were odd.
But I was watching the show and our cue used to be while talking, you will do this.
Bang the table, yes. This is how amateur our show is. We had to give a visual cue on a sophisticated set. At least then it was, yeah.
But that's the thing. Like half of our show is not scripted.
Yeah.
Which what ad lib you do, the ends that we, or the entry points that we used to say just say this one line and you can say anything around it.
It's actually very confusing for Mohit. When he started, he was a young man with much less weight, but he had to work with my ad-lib style and not following style. Gopal's also in the middle. He would follow and then not follow, which is another trick. And then Kunal's, I will only follow. So you had to deal with all the temperaments all doing their own thing. And quietly you had to adapt to each one because you were the junior.
Then Kaniz was also there.
Oh my, what a troublemaker Kaniz was. Yeah, my God.
But I still remember that one gag where Kunal had briefed me like, you know, you have to do this. And throughout the gag, I was coughing. It was that Taliban
gag.
Interview gag. The first, very much a gag where I'm throughout the gag setting in it.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, is the thing. And she gives me the cough syrup or something like that. So I was like, wow, I'm going to get dialogues and this and that.
Yeah.
And then it turns out that the dialogues are going to be coughing.
Coughing, yeah. Kaniz.
Yes, Cyrus, with me is... I'm sorry, what is your name?
Fun it was.
Let's go back. So, how do you remember your weight in 2007-8?
I think so. Must be in the 70s.
In the 70s. Now it's 170s. Sorry, unnecessary.
Let's not go there. That's a touchy topic to get into.
So when we see the montage and the viewers are watching, because we're putting in 16 years of work in just a few minutes, they can see the body going up and down.
Then, you know, we used to do Balasubramaniam.
Yes,
balls
of course,
to
balls to you, yes.
So, I still remember Kunal,
Second
in the
character,
gag,
yeah.
Kunal used to always slip and I have to wake him up throughout that gag. So there was one point where he was supposed to wake up or something like that. I am not supposed to nudge him. And he gets up, breaks out from the character and says, "Why are you not waking me up?" I'm like, it's not written in the script. Sir, battery down. Okay. I have to check. Kunal playing that character, doing those one-take gags with Kunal or with Gopal, you know, where we didn't used to have a cut.
No break point.
No break point.
But so who's your? Let's rank them. So what was working with Gopal like?
Gopal, you can ad-lib anything.
But did he ever correct you and all that? How does it? Tell everybody what the dynamic is.
No, Gopal never corrects you. He's like the elder kind of a thing in acting. So, you know, even if you are faulting into something, he will manage you around.
Yeah.
Kunal is very much to the script.
बताओ बेटा बताओ अभी दिल खोल के बताओ डरने का नहीं. We don't mind.
But he has his own style of doing it.
PA!
Srimanta.
Fight!
Yes.
I met Deepika Padukone on the flight and she shook my hands.
What are you saying?
Deepika!
Really?
Yes.
Cyrus Broacha, as everyone knows, starts somewhere and it keeps on continuing. It keeps on continuing till you say it's a cut point.
Yeah. And don't show me the figures, Neeraj. Neeraj, don't show me the figures. I know these figures by heart. How dare you? You're not a good man. And you're not even good in bed. In fact, you're worse than Neville.
Kaniz also it's fun, but Kaniz's Hindi throws you off.
Yeah. And lately the English also.
चक्रवर्त यानी चक्रवर्त और वो जोर से आएगा मतलब इतना धक्का मारा था तमिलनाडु में अरे बाप रे I know how I'm going to handle all the people
Madam,
outside.
excuse me.
No
Green
no
channel.
autographs, I'm getting delayed.
Green channel. Huh?
Excuse me, idiot, do you know who I am? Tragic, nothing short of tragic. Here comes an official right now with some water, fantastic. That's it?
Water shortage.
What are the different things you played? I mean, it's tough to remember everything. Whatever. I know you played S.K. Mani, which is that dour, very British style, sort of one-dimensional character. Then you fitness with Faridun. You played a lot of second characters, which become funnier than the first character very often.
Yeah, fitness with Faridun was has been
the two most unfit actors in the group.
Playing the fitness part.
That pull down as demonstrated by my little boy Mohit. Wrap your hand around the pulley bar, then pull towards your chest with elbows high and high.
About the test match, we learned so many things from this West Indies-India series. I am waiting for Uber. I managed it.
You know the kind of writing that you did for it, and
all the
executing
Taliban gags.
Yeah.
You've done so many gags where you've got the funny beard and
all the Taliban gags.
Osama gags.
Most of the Maharashtra politicians.
Yes.
Like not iconic.
Typecast Mohit.
Yeah. But be it the SS, either of the factions, I have played it.
Yeah.
This is the news. The new Taliban leadership has announced that the new Taliban will be more inclusive and moderate.
ये नया तालिबान है. This is new and improved Taliban. Hey!
1, 2, 3, 4, hit it! Hey, Sachin, ball टाक रे, ball टाका था लवकर पटापट चल.
Sachin.
Ball टाक रे पटकन.
Can I tell them a story here very quickly? So he starts off because he's obviously Maharashtrian from Mahim. So the first go-to character will be playing anything which is Marathi speaking, especially Mumbai Marathi. So that was clear. But then slowly as the actors got lazier, he was given the North Indian guys to play because he's pretty good with his Hindi, etc. Then he started going east because the other actors are getting lazy and lazy. And by the end, you played everything from south, north, east, and west. I don't think there's any accent you've not done. Our bad accents, but you've gone all across the country. You're a secular actor, performer, making fun of the country.
The gags about the Karnataka MLAs.
Karnataka,
in the swimming pool.
Eagleton Resorts.
Eagleton Resort gags.
Wow.
Higher, go higher, a little higher. Don't show my stomach, Baba, hide stomach.
How will I not show your stomach? Your stomach has more majority than Congress and BJP put together.
Shut up, take the photo.
By the way, he did all this for free because he's basically paid only one salary as first assistant producer, then finally producer, and nothing extra. He was director, producer, editor, doing everything, and finally acting. Even writing, he would start contributing towards the end because one of the performers is becoming more and more lazy. Naam kya hai wo pata nahi. We'll release that information. Who's the impact player?
Yeah, impact player.
IPL gags?
IPL gags.
All the sports gags were you and me basically, right? Because
the chips. The story of the chips and the popcorn.
The story of the chips.
We were supposed to shoot, I think so it was the very first time we were shooting these kind of gags, where a bowl of popcorn and all. So before we could roll, it was Cyrus and Gopal sitting, and they finished off the popcorn. And there was nothing. The element was empty, which was supposed to have.
And who got mad, lost his temper?
Even that person's name I can't take.
Yeah, it rhymes with Tunal. All right, so it's been a fantastic run here. Is there anything you'd like to say now? Because this is finally you can get it off your chest after 16 years. What were the worst habits you noticed out of all of us on a more personal note?
Not the worst habits. The only thing is we have to shoot this get up very early in the morning to shoot this.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
Because Kunal and Cyrus and Baba Ramdev, they are working hard at 5 in the morning and nobody else.
But no one will really agree that we finished this show shooting
in 4 hours.
In 4 hours.
Yeah.
Within 4 hours we actually shoot and execute it, get done with it. But we have like a well-oiled team who actually...
That's why now when we go to normal general entertainment, if we have to do 8 or 12 hours, you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like,
if you happen to go... Yeah, for you, when you go out and work, when you have to work long hours and literally where the work is happening at snail's pace.
Yeah.
You're like, why it's not happening fast? Sometimes it gets to you.
That's the school of week that wasn't. It teaches you so much. Mohit has learned
Resilience.
so much. Resilience. Of course, he is now 61 years old and decided to move on. Mohit Mahale, it's been an excellent innings. It's been a great innings. It's been a pleasure to work with you. And the nation rises at the fall of the second wicket. It's the end of an era. He goes back to the pavilion, Wankhede Stadium, on their feet, shouting, Mohit! 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 Laga bhanna ek baar.
At the end of the innings also, we have to shout for ourselves. There's no one else.
You're telling me to clap. That's our show. That's the end of our show, folks. Also the end of Mohit. Not really, just the end of this innings here. Mohit Mahale will hopefully be in front of the camera. You maybe get to see him soon as well. We wish him the best. Stay with us. He cannot be replaced.
That is all we have for today. Good night. I will not see you tomorrow, same time.